Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Car Fan 93 on Horizon 4 with a lamppost causing many an issue for this poor noble. Yeah, turns out, normally you drive over them no problem. Sometimes, for whatever reason, it pings the car sideways, and that's a lot of speed into a wall. Mint on Horizon 4, playing a game of Flag Rush, this in GTR, gets very confused as to which way it's supposed to be flipping. To slow this one down, so, you know, you're bouncing around here, chances are you've played in the mud park, you've flipped a car across these jumps. The positioning and so on does tend to lead to cars flipping, and you're fully expecting a front flip with an incoming Subaru, but no, it turns out the GTR did not want to be doing that whatsoever. Well done, physics. Simpson Fan 03 on Horizon 4, trying to do a spot of rock crawling. Again, something we've all probably tried at some point to see if the game's physics engine can handle it, and the answer to that question is no. Not really. No, that's not quite gone well, has it? Buggy is stuck. The Can-Am is in a very peculiar place, and there is apparently no moving it. You can rev it in first. It's not going to have any. I think it does try it in reverse as well. It doesn't get anywhere. Ewan on Horizon 4. Was it in the menu? He's got his Unimog parked on a bridge. Not the safest place. So leave it as the trainers are coming. And sure enough, train catapults a Unimog for what is certainly, I would imagine, a Unimog speed record. Not the overall speed record on FailRace. No, that's still in the 5,000 miles an hour plus region. But this is not bad. It's about 780 miles an hour, the initial hit as it gets flung across the map. It does also go from about 650 miles an hour to 0 instantly. That would be a lot of G-force. That would be an awful lot of G-force. We are up next on to Need for Speed Payback with, guess what, the police doing funny things. Range Rover trying to get away. Actually a fairly good takeout from the police car. It forces the Range Rover off the cliff. However, the player gets reset and the police cars they go flying back up. I don't know why they go flying back up, but they do. Clever police cars. Clever police cars right there. A tie on GTA 5 with the the gliding bike this one rather than the full-on flying bike. And we've seen flying bike versus lamppost doesn't work very well. Gliding bike versus lamppost also doesn't work very well. This time though, player manages to stick the landing actually on top of the lamppost. You probably couldn't do that one if you tried. So, I mean, bonus points for the landing. It is an impressive one at that. Sergio Turbo on Jalopy is, you know, driving around, mind their own business, spots an AI car peculiar on the other side of the road, along with some boxes. Naturally, you want to go and grab the boxes if you can. Shame you can't jump over the crash barriers, but there are some boxes over there. There is an AI car not where an AI car should be. The random generation of roads has not quite generated this one nicely, and now there's a line of stuck cars. I mean, there's 2 lanes of perfectly good road. They could drive in, but, you know, AI is stubborn, so it doesn't. So we'll just go and, you know, take the boxes as you do. They can stay there. They're probably still there to this day, for all we know. Sunny Turtle on Car Mechanics Simulator 2015 is doing the kind of like driving test, heading up towards the suspension test area, which we've seen do funky things to the cars before. And, well, it's quite a violent roll. I'm going to just suggest that, I mean, it's possible if the suspension wasn't broken before that, it's probably quite broken now, and a lot more of the car beside. Zombie Gent on Project Cars 2, finding out not only are curbs mean to the poor little Jeanette, it doesn't quite roll over, just kind of dances and spins its way around, but the curbs, you know, had done bad things. To the Jeanette, the garage was going to continue, and that's not quite how you want the car to end up in the garage. Pointed the wrong way and lost the rest of its bodywork. Pyzaxter on ASSetto Corsa depositing an AI vehicle out of the way. Remarkably clean. I mean, we've seen scoops from vehicles before. This is just a remarkably clean scoop for Formula 1 cars. Tries to, I would imagine, duck underneath the AI car. Doesn't quite judge it right. The AI car not running quite as wide as you expect. But it's just a lovely, clean scoop. The wheel just bouncing over the driver's head, and almost no impact was made to the car that did the scooping, just deposited the other vehicle into the gravel trap. Crab Sticks on Euro Truck Simulator 2 on the multiplayer. Racing trucks, let's face it, we've all done this. Tries to go underneath his friend, realises too late there's a reason why the other truck was staying out wide around there, and that is a very stricken Scania. you're not going to be getting it out of that pit for a while. And that is the dangers of racing trucks at night on twisty, windy, turny roads. And finally, Wet Island Nami on Autumn Blister with the Brazilian touring cars going for a bounce across the curb, straight back into the pack of cars. Surprisingly, only a few vehicles involved in such a big crash. It is an impressive mid-air torpedo, though, from the blue and orange car. We don't quite see what happens to the vehicle to upset it in the first place, but once things have gone wrong, it pings itself around, gets a massive amount of airtime off of a curb, and is arrowing straight towards the black and green car, straight into the door. That is a nasty, nasty hit for all of that. As I said, not quite sure what was up with the blue car, why it ended up so far out of position. But yeah, curbs are nasty, and that sort of hit is not what you want your touring cars to be having. That, though, is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description of this video. At the very top of the page is the FailRace clip submission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. But that is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.